Hello, everyone, and welcome to the ALTTPR League, Season 3. We have Week 5 Mystery. Today we have Game 2 between Oops, the Virus and Nicht, a Spaceballs Rando team, Death King 2 representing Team Oops, and KillerApp representing Spaceballs. With me on comms is Koval. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. So I'm so excited. I know Death King and a little bit, so I'm excited what we have for seed. So yeah, I'm happy here.
Yeah, looking forward to this race. Looking at the item screen, the start screen, file select, we have no enemizer of any kind, and we don't start with a sword or boots.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh,
and
standard
we
start.
we have a standard start and a short sword, I see. So the uncle has a sword in his hands. So let's see.
Not a short sword, but it might be vanilla swords. We don't have a sword in their inventory, at least.
Vanilla swords are interesting too.
Mm-hmm.
So you see that very often.
Yep. Vanilla swords is interesting. Your first sword's going to be very easy, but your others could be quite difficult to find. Ooh, hookshot.
That's a nice found at the start. So let's save the princess and see what's in the chest in the front of escape. Maybe they will find some bombs for back of escape, so they can open 3 chests immediately after they saved the princess. So they haven't come back again for these.
That would be pretty nice.
Yeah, but 20 rupees. A little bit money at the start is nice, but yeah, I don't know.
Shout out to these spreads, by the way. Death King here playing as Spider-Man, and KillerApp is playing as a soda can.
Death King don't play Spider-Man, so
not Spider-Man, or is it Deadpool? I keep mixing it. I am very bad for those of the spreads.
More money.
Yeah, I always love seeing some of the sillier spreads like soda cans running around the land of Hyrule.
So, Zelda Cell, what do you have for the runners today? And 20 rupees again.
This escape proving to have some money, but really nothing else.
That's bad.
Yeah, they would really rather like to do it all in one trip and not have to wait for bombs and a glove potentially to come back.
Maybe the rats have some bombs, or the snakes in the back of escape. Maybe they could try if they drop something they need. But it's just a hope. So yeah.
No guarantees.
Yeah, that's right. In the next chest they will find a small key, so we didn't found something in the front of escape, so it has to be a small key to go through the castle.
Yes, it will. Both I'm heading for the back now. Well, that's a standard start. Not a ton to comment on for Divergence other than items, which we haven't seen any of. Just hoping that we might be able to see a bomb drop here somewhere. Otherwise, they're going to have to come back for the back of escape.
Yeah, that would be a little bit waste of time. But we see the snakes drop hearts. So
Hearts and money, so not what they want.
Nope. Here the small key. And the bats. Doesn't drop anything. No. So it looks like they have to come back again.
Unfortunately so. No bombs, no drone drops to speak of, just some money drops. And a bit of health for these runners.
But it is enough to buy bombs. That's pretty nice, but not what they hope to find.
No, and I do believe we did not see the map. I believe that this last chest should be useless. Or no, interesting. We did not see the map, I don't believe, during our whole trip through. Map shuffle?
I can't remember. To saw the map.
Or, well, there's... No, it might have just been me missing a map, because I did see a map check there, and I caught a crystal up over at Eastern. I did not catch the other two.
Red crystal on Hera.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, oh, right, we did see the back of Escape, so the map would be there. I forgot. Whoops. Red crystal Hera, regular crystal Eastern. It looks like a regular crystal desert. Thank you to our tracker. Nice triple.
Nice. And the red meringue in the forest.
Red meringue and
the
lamp.
Ooh. It could be a little bit boring.
Does, because it also looks like we don't seem to have any entrance randomizer either, although that's not guaranteed just yet. We'll figure out for sure one way or another in Kakariko. We know it's not Triforce Hunt. These settings so far look fairly tame.
So, let's see what Blind's Hut in it.
Oh, maybe it is. Okay, it is Entrance Shuffle. Looks like it just happened to be Vanilla Lost Woods drop down. Thanks, game.
That's a trap.
That's a trap, all right. Now the question is, what kind of entrance trainer do we have? That's, I believe, the potion shop there in Blind's Hut.
Yeah, it looks like a simple entrance shuffle. So we have a spiral cave, the top and the bottom. Besides, maybe it's a lucky thing, or it could be an easy shuffle. So
likely simple then, although we'll see for sure. Spiral Castle's guaranteed to be vanilla and standard. There's a heart container in Spiral Cave. Race game will, I think, probably give us the final answer on what connectors. Let's see what the well drop down is. The
magic bat.
Magic bat is in the well. And a random shop here.
So it's too bad. The runners
and a useless fairy fountain.
The runners haven't enough money to sell the bottle vendor.
No, not quite. Bomb Hut is Dog Rocks. Just so that's some more bombs. Use one bomb, get 3 back. This does look to be simple entrance shuffle because we have seen just a single entrance locations and single entrance houses, combined with that connector of Spiral Cave being in the same spot. That's good. B Cave, another useless fairy fountain. And yeah, it looks like this is simple ER. We would have seen another connector or a dungeon or something by now in CAC, I'm pretty sure.
That's
just
right.
some more bombs in the back of the bar. I know those being entrance rando and us having map info, we have no key sanity today. Because either it is full key sanity or no key sanity in entrance rando, and we have no key sanity. They have the map. The map gave them the info. Hey, French Vanilla Chicken House. They have the maps. They have the map giving them crystal information. So that means we don't have map compass shuffle, which means we have no shuffle. As I see the glove in Kakariko.
Ooh, that's pretty nice.
KillerApp did not actually check that entrance yet. The race game house is another house.
And
this is Agina here in the library, it looks like. Yep.
I didn't see.
I did not see what was there either. Waterfall Fairy.
Oh,
Moonpearl. Moonpearl in the Smith's entrance. Nice.
So, 1 item till the Dark World access. So we just need a hammer or the Titan Smiths.
Yep. We'll get a second look at this. That looks like a heart piece.
So what's the next?
I'd expect South Shore for these runners. They don't have much. Once they clear out all the entrances here, they'll probably go to South Shore, check the entrances down there. Once they full clear Kakariko, because with simple entrance, you still need to go around. Maybe check out the eastern entrance, because one of the single entrance dungeons will be there. There's glove for KillerApp.
So, okay, it's definitely an easy, simple entrance shuffle.
Yeah, that's our second connector that connected with itself.
Yeah, Death King, you can't grab the money before you talk with the NPC. Oh, 20 rupees. That's not nice. Not a good change.
No, not really. Alright, house north of Kakariko. They skipped this earlier thinking it wasn't entrance rando, and it's dead.
Ooh.
So KillerApp is going to double back to check some of the entrances that they didn't check earlier due to thinking it was not entrance rando. The Vanilla lost its hideout, giving them a bit of a surprise. And me, to be honest.
So, KillerApp, go back and check the entrance in the forest and see it's just a ferry. So he go all the way back to check the other entrances.
Yeah, useless fairy is the useless fairy today for Death King. Take Flippert over here. And the lumberjack drop down is the well. Oh boy.
Ooh, that's bad. So maybe they have to do Egger.
They might have to do like a pyramid fairy here, which has some money and a mitt.
Oh.
And bomb shop in the witch hut. That's Dark World
So-
access. Also, that was Pyramid Fairy, so that might not. So that's not Vanilla Swords. That just happened to be a Vanilla Sword and Uncle in that case. Interesting. Just randomized swords, because I'm pretty sure that was Pyramid Fairy there.
So Death King, you go the wrong way. Maybe.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate.
Ooh.
Oh, Dan moved next door to Light World Hype Cave, apparently.
And KillerApp found a way on the mountain.
He just took the regular connector, Koval. This is simple entrance shuffle.
Yeah, I know.
Super Bunny here. As the dam has just a heart piece.
So, Super Bunny Cave. Some money. And more money.
And more money for Death King. And Bombos.
Bombos. So that's not a bad found. So maybe he can do early Ice Palace if he can. So could find some interesting things in there. But first, Death King found a little shop. KillerApp use a connector. And
Taking him elsewhere on Death Mountain. I mean, this is simple entrance.
yeah. Maybe it could be on the other side of the Death Mountain. So it could be easier to check, but you have to go the long way with the hook shot. Mimic Cave.
Mimic Cave in Light World Shopping.
KillerApp saves the old money. The old man. Is it too late for me?
It's okay.
So, and
Alright. Yep, and Lake Hylia House is just another ferry.
A little check on Lake Hylia Island with some bombs. And the vanilla shop has a hot container in there. So at the start, the runners take it. So they haven't enough hot container. That's like the runners take that. And yeah.
Alright, Light World, just south of Eastern, is the library, which is junk.
Oh, I see Paradox Cave.
Oh, Paradox on Death Mountain for KillerApp.
7 chests in there. So first he checked the entrance.
Oh, Saha's entrance was, I think, dead for Death King just then. Our Paradox has heart piece and some money. And let's see what dungeons in Eastern.
So, which one is in there?
Here.
Misery Mire. Ooh, a second sword.
In Paradox.
Dex Cave, yeah, that's pretty nice. Death King decides to go in Misery Mire.
Do the front. Doesn't have the cane, but can at least do the front of Mire with a lamp, hookshot, and a sword can handle things.
Yeah, he can all take all chests, but can't go to Viti to clear the dungeon. But he can open 7 chests.
Although we know most of them will be keys, because there's only a couple of items in Mire, because we do have, after all, have no key sanity. Heart container in the first chest. And just some more money on top of Spectacle Rock for KillerApp. I think that's Bumper Cave.
Oh, that's 1 death for Death King.
And he's
So,
makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright, Dark World Access for KillerApp. Now having mids, let's see a map check. Crystal, Red Crystal Mire, Pendant, no, Red Crystal Woods, Pendant Mire, Green Pendant TR today.
And Pendant Town.
Mindy Moldrum Cave here for KillerApp as Death King finds Spike Cave in Light Flute 5.
Just money in Mini Moldum Cave. But not enough for Sora to pay them.
No.
And
Hookshot Cave is French vanilla. Let's see, some bombs. Well, actually, is that a Hookshot Cave? I didn't quite catch where this was. More nothing. And more nothing! Pendant Mire is a pendant, yes, so Cole, I'm pretty sure. Alright, now Death King is going to do these entrances and pick up his mitts.
So, Chut Cave, bring us the entrance of Super Bunny Cave. So we have a look to Turtle Rock for the entrance. We need Quake to open it.
And it will lock potentially a vanilla TR as Death King picks up his mitts. Because the 4 entrance dungeons are shuffled with each other, and with Hyrule Castle being vanilla, I think it's just Desert and TR will be switching with each other today, if I remember correctly.
So the entrance, Swamp.
Swamp Palace in GG.
Entrance.
It's a location. So, not checking the sign outside for some reason. Although it doesn't matter too much what the GT entrance condition is in entrance randomizer, you're really just looking for the defeat Ganon condition, and they'll want to go to the pyramid for that.
Yeah. So. Back of escape. Finally.
20 minutes later, has bombs and, well, in this case, even bits. So we actually go check this.
So we find nothing in back of his cape.
Nothing at all. The map that we did see earlier, and not much else.
That's sad.
Yes, it is. Till we have a moderator around. We've got a couple bots in chat.
Yeah, dead rocks are annoying.
They are.
Every time. It's just... So, some health for Death King.
KillerApp is gonna Houlihan here, it looks like.
Yeah, he needed a little bit money for Sora to pay.
And is gonna probably want some pod money as well at some point, so just gonna pick up all of it. Why not?
So KillerApp, it looks like he's checking the other entrances of Hyrule Castle.
It's just at with with a Master Sword he can check the Aga Tower entrance. Is the only one he can check, because the others are vanilla. Yeah, having a Master Sword, you can see what this entrance is. And it's vanilla. Also, I think that might have been actually a Zero Crystal GT entrance, because that was open when KillerApp got up there. I forgot that that's how that works.
The next interesting thing is, what's our goal?
No, we need to find our way to the pyramid first, and we don't currently... And no one's gone over there yet. They can, I'm fairly certain, to the hookshot, they just haven't.
Can use fake flipper.
And they can also just hookshot across the gap, I think, but either which way, they can get there, they just have chosen not to, as of yet.
So we... So KillerApp, take fake flipper. I think he's going to Sora at this point.
Alright, yep, all the water checks. You can check the waterfall ferry entrance.
Without
is
flipper.
Going to find the bomb shop here.
Skywoods and Hera. So again. KillerApp, what are you doing?
Trying to fake flipper, it looks like, here.
But what's his next plan? So now save and quit. And then Link's house.
Not sure what he's trying to do either here. Looks like he's going to go back to checking entrances, finding bombos.
Something we saw in on the Death King side. So maybe he's going. Entrance of Mini Molden Cave.
Both runners pretty much just switching spots from where they were previously. Now Death King's up on Death Mountain, is on Dark Death Mountain, and KillerApp's doing South Shore.
Yeah, something we saw it on the other side. So there's nothing new for us. There. So now we see lots of money for Death King.
And we have not seen the gold. No one's made their way over to the pyramid yet.
No. But who wants to see the goal? Ah, some healing. So what do you think is the goal for us today for this game? What do you wish?
I would like to see some old dungeons, perhaps. Yeah, they have a Zero Crystal GT, technically. KillerApp went up there with no crystals at all. It was just open, so but we'll see. Alright, that is the goal of the fun ones. Especially because of our opponent layout's not the best, though it definitely depends on, does also depend on where the entrances end up being, too.
Yeah,
Waterfall Ferry entrance is just the bomb hut for KillerApp. I was gonna get a couple bombs, though. And Swamp Palace there for Death King. Can't really do anything in it without a hammer, though. Well, I guess can get the second chest, which is the first actual check in here, but that's about it.
Yeah, Death King.
Actually, no, it doesn't have leprosy to finish, so I can't do anything. Right. Death King just gonna have to get out of there.
So, Sora.
By the way, just a heart piece on Zora Ledge. Zora, the king of scams himself.
Pretty nice. Ooh.
Is not the scam! There's like Samaria.
For 500 rupees, isn't it a little bit expensive?
It is, but it's still a lot better than what he usually sells you.
So KillerApp. See the library with bombs. So not interesting at all.
No. Here's the thing, too. We haven't seen Ganon. Is he just vanilla today? Like, the Ganon entrance. So I'm not sure if we've got any other drops left.
Ooh, Death King on his way to Dark World.
Outcast will be new for us.
Village of Outcast? Oh yeah. Our first checks here in the Dark World. Entrance of chess game. And Maya Shed isn't there.
Jinx, as KillerApp is going to admire with a Cane of Samaria, hookshot, and the lamp. Now the lamp matters nearly as much, but might just. I wonder if KillerApp will clear Meyer here. Well, since he, why not? Meyer's shed was useless for Death King. Oh, and that's a death for KA.
A little bit sad for him, but at the beginning of the dungeon, it doesn't really hurt.
Not
so
really.
hard.
We have in the meantime found the Eastern Palace for Death King and the Thieves Town entrance.
But no bow.
No bow. Oh, there's a boss key. Or big key.
Maybe French vanilla bow?
That would be funny.
That would help Death King for his first crystal.
It would, but we still don't know our goal yet. Nobody's gotten a pyramid.
We have the whole Dark World open for us, except the pyramid in logic, and so many checks they can do. I think Death King will go next in Skull Woods. So
since the front of Skull Woods is not randomized, is only randomized within itself. The back is shuffled among all the other one entrance dungeons.
That's right. And have 2 items in there. So it could be a fast check. Ooh, money.
And I do believe I think the remaining 2 checks are the map and compass, so this is a death warp because Death King knows he doesn't need to do anything else in here until he gets a bow. And maybe finds out if this is required. Yeah, this is not Boss Miser. I eat flowers. There is no one to Miser at all. We found that out from the file select screen. Because the file select screen looks kind of weird in a Miser. That does not look kind of weird.
Graveyard ledge on Death King's side. With some bombs.
Yeah, not even gonna bother picking it up. Doesn't need to.
And a refill for him.
KillerApp in the meantime is continuing in Meyer. I don't remember if he's found the big key yet. He has, apparently. Alright, just a red rupee.
And Death Warp for him.
And it's gonna leave, because without knowing the goal, Vidi's not the Vidi on Master Sword. Green Mail is not the most appealing play.
So Misery Maya is a pendant, and I think we saw 2 items. So
we did.
So there's nothing in there who's interesting for the runner. So at the moment he can leave the dungeon. Maybe it's a pedestal seat, so then he has to come back, but now not really.
Which point? No, just a shield on Dig game. Death King, not really gonna bother with it. 11 hearts is more than plenty. They have had a lot of hearts so far. Not a lot of items, but a lot of hearts.
So it could be a hard note. Oh, the hammer on Stumpy. That's a very nice found.
That is a very nice one. Yeah, we don't know what the item pool is just yet for this. Where? Let me go look up the item. Item pool. Well, this is not expert because they have more than 8 hearts.
Yeah.
Could still be hard because that has a maximum of 14.
Hard item functionality couldn't be, so the hook should stun the enemies.
I think it's just normal item functionality for this. Sticking item pool, not functionality. I believe functionality is always normal.
So it could be hard item pool, but it haven't to.
Give us logical access to our goal as well. The Death King can go check that out, and he probably will soon.
Alrighty. He found the hammer, so he can go immediately? No.
He's gonna check this entrance first, which makes sense. And this entrance is another fortune teller. Dark Link's house, the bomb shop entrance, was dead as well. This archery game for KillerApp is gonna be able to get some money here.
So let's have a look for the goal. I'm so excited. I want to know.
Do I?
So give me that information. I want it so bad. So let's see. Fast cannon.
Crystals.
7 crystals and normal cannon, so the hole isn't open.
And I'm pretty sure that even, well, Cannon I think could be shuffled elsewhere in simple, but we've seen all the other drops, so Cannon has to be vanilla.
So we have take 7 crystals to defeat Ganon.
And Ganon's tower is wherever Ganon's tower is. So we have simple entrance standards 7s basically today.
So the entrance of GT could be everywhere in the Dark World?
It's still simple, keep in mind, so it could be right here with here in Pod, which we see a Saha's hut in the Dark World instead. Has $50, some random rupees, and bombs.
Ooh.
Oh, not much. Yeah, so with simple entrance trend, though, we don't know where GT is. It is shuffled amongst the other single entrance dungeons, and we're still missing a couple. We have not seen the Hera entrance. We're going to see the Pod entrance shortly here. I don't think we've seen the Swamp entrance. Haven't seen the back of Skull Woods. There are still several locations left for GT.
Yeah, maybe in a Pod entrance. So it could help Death King to find some items in there. He can't climb GT, but he could all the items on the left side.
Yeah.
With the hook shot and the hammer, and see
Sadly,
what's on
no.
the.
Yeah. No Plamaria, but also no fire on the right side, so not a big deal. KillerApp, by the way, is playing as a soda can. So with Greenmail, he has the Sprite drink Sprite. And then I believe Bluebill will turn you into a can of Pepsi. Skull Woods is in Pod today, apparently. And Red Mail will turn you into a can of Coke.
Nice information.
Yeah. This is one of the more memorable sprites. Back of Skull Woods has a compass. And I believe Death King will probably try and do Mothula here. It is a red crystal, and he knows what the goal is now. KillerApp just clearing out the village of outcasts, which has not much.
Yeah. He has the key to open the door, so first he
Oh yes, he's
have
no.
to.
Go back to
He
the
have to
front.
go. Yes. So he needs the key. So he have to go in the front of Skull Woods to take one, and then go back. So it could be that he's go directly to Skull Woods in the
Looks
front
like
door.
he wants to be able to complete it, and he does need a key from Optila. I forgot. Yeah, entrance randomizer and no key sanity. You kind of need that.
Yeah. That's right.
Our mode today, 07, standard, fast scan, and simple entrance rando is our mode. Here's Hammer for KillerApp. Although I'm pretty sure because Ganon is vanilla, it didn't matter if it was defeat Ganon or fast Ganon, because I don't think, because you still needed to kill Agatu just to get the hole to blow up, but if that Ganon was randomized somewhere else, then, and it had been fast Ganon, then you wouldn't know if it was defeat or fast Ganon until you dropped in, but you need to beat Agatu to even drop in.
No.
Oh, Death King also unfortunately using his Samaria from King Zora, which would make this a bit easier.
Yeah, he take the easy way with bombers to kill all enemies in this room.
Yeah, Hammer Pegs was junk. Or KillerApp. And there's the key Death King would have licked earlier.
So I don't know if KillerApp does clear Skull Woods without fire rod. So he have to do an bomb jump for the torch.
Oh, Ice Palace where KillerApp. Where is this actually? Because I missed it.
Ooh, it's Rob entrance. So Ice Palace is a crystal. You have bombos, you have hookshot and hammer, so completely clearable. Nice decision. Ooh, now we see the icebreaker. Nice one.
Sorry, I got looking over at Discord to deal with some administration stuff. elsewhere, but I'm back. Not much in Ice Palace so far, it looks like, though.
So that would be the second item in Ice Palace. What is that? I don't know.
Not sure why KillerApp went right there in Ice. Nothing on Bumper Ledge. Ice Rock Cave and Dark Sanctuary. That is just some money.
Yeah. So KillerApp on his way to his first crystal. The baddest enemy, I think. Cold Stare.
Master Sword Cold Stare, but does at least have a hammer.
Or Sword Spins.
That works too.
Every little fluffy enemy needs 8 hits from the hammer or 8 spins.
Yeah.
So and it's done.
Yep, just the compass on Cold Stare and first crystal for Killer. First crystal of the race at 52 minutes. Main problem is simple item locations are kind of bad, and they found palaces, and they just haven't been able to do them. Has been the bigger problem. Yeah, Death King's gonna do Ice Palace Bomb Jump because Death King still does not have his Samaria off King Sora, unfortunately.
So yeah, you have to do a bomb jump, but that shouldn't be a problem for him.
I don't believe so. Hype Cave entrance for KillerApp is jump. You'll be finding out that it is 7 Crystal Ganon today. He already knows where Ganon is. I'm pretty sure he knows that it has to be vanilla because they've seen every other drop. Not that it matters, considering that it's defeat Ganon. Going to be just seeing some things we've already seen from both runners. Death King going through Ice Palace, and KillerApp is gonna do a pyramid into the pod area, which we've also already seen. I think KillerApp was in the front of Still Woods earlier, so might have a key for Mothula. I'm not sure. We'll find out in a bit.
He was in the front of Skullwoods, so maybe he can defeat Mathula if he know how, or better he can reach him.
Mhm.
So I don't know him. I don't know his skills. So I'm not really sure if he do this bomb jump or if he just waited till he find the fire rod.
That's true as well, that with just Lamp, he would have to do some bomb jumps to be able to light the torches.
I need some training to do that.
Yes, it does. I'm also not very familiar with KillerApp's skill level in ALTTPR. I'm a little more familiar with KillerApp as an Ocarina of Time randomizer runner, but that doesn't translate perfectly. I have no particularly good idea of what KillerApp's skill level is. We're finding Saha, which is in the Dark World Pod area instead of Light World Eastern area. Sort of not quite French vanilla-ish.
Deskin takes another way to Ice Tea Room to check. Alright. So KillerApp knows the key logic of Ice Palace. So he did checked Ice Tea Room, so he knows that there is a small key.
Yes. So far, based on the dungeons we have seen, it seems to be a 100% inventory, probably. Doesn't look to be beatable only. But it's hard to tell.
So, will KillerApp defeat Mothra at this time? Or maybe a
We'll
little
find
bit
out.
later?
We first need to find out if KillerApp has any keys, which he does. He does have one key from the front. And he is going to get the compass before making a decision.
One key is enough. Nope. Save and quit out.
Come back later with the fire rod.
Yeah, I can understand this way. Ooh, Death King.
Ooh.
Yeah. So he knows Cold Stare is hard to fight with green mail. Every hit hurts very much. So he has to be careful. And looks like some dance with his enemies. And I think the Fallen Eyes is more dangerous than Cold Stare himself.
I think so. Catfish check in the meantime for KillerApp, along with the Curiosity Shop entrance. Oh wait, whatever this one's called, I always mix up entrance names in ALTTPR. At any rate, it's useless, so never mind.
So, Death King has his first crystal.
Yep. 58 minutes, about 6 minutes after KillerApp. Reminder to our tracker, we don't really need a small key marked off for Ice Palace since it isn't key sanity. Alright,
So
save quit for Death King. Yeah, no problem.
More
So
money.
called nothing on catfish.
Just more money.
For the desert area now, it looks like. And KillerApp doing...
The same.
Yeah, I guess there's not much for them to do at the moment. They can't do any of their remaining dungeons that they can access, and they can't access many dungeons. Well, there's Smiths and Rock. As apparently that this entrance is known sometimes, and nothing here. A rough Smith's location. That's a long ways from Smith's, and if you were to do Purple Chest, you'd have to basically do the same trip twice. Well, there's the brewery in Agina. Just some more junk, though. Wow.
Where is the progression? Where are all the items we are looking
That
for?
is a good question. Out of the dungeons we've seen Eastern, but we've cleared everything we can in it without a bow. We've seen Swamp Palace, but they have no flippers. Mothula seriously might not be a. Mothula's not in Logic. Yeah, we've seen all of Ice. We've seen about the items in Meyer. Oh, I realized something. Aga Tower is vanilla. The well is in Lumberjack. That's in Logic. They have a lamp. Could they be required to do Aga to go to the well to find an item to progress? There are 5 items in it.
I can imagine that the runners did forget that the Kakariko well is behind Aga. So they don't realize it. So here...
Oh, wait, they're missing boots, that was a good point. Thank you, Raylan. Thank you. Mimic Cave is an option that I've forgotten. Smiths. They do have mitts for Smiths and... we have mitts for Smiths. So we know where Smiths and the is. Pain in the rear to do, but they could do it. Huh. For Smith Chain might be one of the only things we have left, as happy 1 hour, everyone. A little bit late. We're starting to run out of things to do.
Epic key in Skullwoods. Oh, the mirror!
Oh, we didn't see all of the Friend of Skullwoods. I know we saw some of it, but apparently not all of it, because that gives us the Hera entrance. And the Hera entrance will be a new dungeon, which we might be able to do at least something in. Nice ice rod. They hope to never need it with no boss miser. They don't want to. And Pendant TR, they don't want to face Trinex.
Yeah, first they have to find Quake.
Well, no, Quake or Book.
Or the book.
Depending on where Turtle Rock is, because Turtle Rock and Desert are either both vanilla or swapped.
Death King tries out of logic to find some progressions, so
unfortunately, we have seen these checks already. Well, Scared of Safari will be nice, but doesn't. But with Pendant Meyer, you don't really want, and Pendant TR, you don't really want to have to deal with those. All right, Hera entrance for KillerApp is vanilla.
Hera. Ooh, Hera.
All right, what's in it? Well, there's the small key. Not a good sign. Death King has found King's Tomb, which was junk.
So, big key or item? Big key.
That's good. It's gonna Hera pot now. And there's GT. In the Ice Palace entrance. For Death King.
That's a pretty nice found, I think. So...
It is, as we see a bottle.
Hmm. 20s on the torch.
Here a big chest, here's the compass.
And... the
Fire
fire
rod!
rod.
Alright. Dark Magician has a small key, some bombs. The mushroom. And a key.
So... yeah, Death King, you have no boots. To do some bonks.
No. And nothing in the firebar room. Nice Muldorm fight for KillerApp. Picking up another bottle. Alright, basement is the map, and he's done. Second crystal at an hour 5. And KillerApp might go to finish off Skullwood soonish with that fire rod. Do note that Death King's GT is out of logic because it is in the Ice Palace entrance and they don't have the flippers yet.
No, it isn't in logic.
No, we are going to see new checks floating on. Alright, no, KillerApp is gonna call it quits. Just some money on the floating island. Fire Snake Room is just another key for Death King. And Veranda Room for Death King. KillerApp, we'll see where KillerApp goes next. I suspect likely to kill Mothula and then go from there, because that mirror opened up not a lot of things. No, big key rando room, money, map, and harpies.
So what will Death King do? Will he fight against Ammonites without a bow? With just the Master Sword?
Ooh, that would be a challenging idea to try and fight Armos Knights on this equipment. It is doable with Master Sword and Hammer, it just takes a really long time.
Yeah, that's right. But you have 8 hearts, maybe he could try it.
Well, once he gets the bomb jump over, at least.
One question I asked myself, why he's not checking the big chest.
I'm not sure either.
Maybe he want to fight against the Ammonites with this setup and do it after them.
KillerApp just walked all the way to Skull Woods and then save quit. Okay.
Yeah, that would be a hard fight, Death King.
Yes, this will. Has sword beams, which does make this easier. It's just gonna chuck sword beams at the Armos Knights until as long as he can.
Yeah, that's a good. It's a good and a safe plan. So
it looks absolutely hilarious, but it works.
It is fast.
Alright, Ice Armos has the book! Key and the shovel!
So I think now he's checking the big chest.
Now he is, and KillerApp is going to go find out what dungeon is in the back of Skullwoods, it looks like.
300 rupees. So he has the fire rod. So that's not a bad idea. Maybe he found Tease Town, maybe.
This is either
Nice. And
I was gonna say this is either powder thieves and this is thieves. Which means that we have seen all of our other single entrance dungeons except for one. Pod must be in Meyer today. Because we've seen all of our other single entrance dungeons, and that's the only one missing is Pod in the Meyer entrance. So and with Pod being a crystal, they will need the flute and the medallion to get into Pod today. And then they will need either that book or Quake to get into Desert, because it is either vanilla or in TR. Death King is going to go back to Meyer now, having gotten fairly badly bottlenecked. That mirror was not very nice. And I expect he will get his mirror after he closes out Meyer, with Meyer just being... One of these town has the cape. And KillerApp's out of here. Evestown is a crystal, so he is pendant, so he doesn't really want to go too far in it. We'll see where he goes next instead. We know we're seeing nothing new from Death King. Yeah, Death King also, for that matter, still doesn't have the King of Samaria off King Zora. Did not do that earlier during his water checks, despite having enough money, I think. Big key for Death King, and I think this is KillerApp heading back for Skullwoods. I'm still not sure why he bailed out of it earlier. Oh, no key? Oh, right, he is a key in the front, I guess. Fair enough. Entrance rando and no key sanity is messing with my ability to keep track of it. Made sense then for KillerApp to return to the Skullwoods area itself, get a key, and check out the entrance with his new fire rod, which turned out to be Pendant Thieves down that he doesn't really want to deal with. It seemed just the slow way today for Death King. No fire rod, unfortunately, because fire rod isn't Hera.
KillerApp walks around the enemies to save magic. That is a good idea.
Want to save magic for the fire rod shots on Mothula, I guess. Perhaps.
Nah.
Yep. And there we go, nice.
Every shot hits.
And the third crystal. This is also the red crystal for KillerApp to give him a new entrance. Bomb shot is unfortunately a little bit annoying in the witch hut today.
So Death King It looks like he's going to the dark world and straight on Mathula without a fire rod.
Nope. Yeah, Spike Cave here for KillerApp. As the cape now from the front of Thieves Town to check this.
So 50 rupees in there.
Yeah.
So Death King have less possibilities for the checks, so he needs the mirror to get to Hera, or maybe he needs the ice rod. So I would say Death King is right behind.
Oh. Alright, KillerApp looking... We'll see where KillerApp goes, actually. Okay, KillerApp, I need to remember where his bomb shop is. That is not it. His bomb shop's in the witch's hut today. Not up here. Not Type Cave.
Ooh, Death King.
Oh, no. And understandably decides to give it up. KillerApp, in the meantime, may have forgotten where his bomb shop is. I'm not 100% sure he saw the entrance for that matter, but it is not here. He needs to head up north and mirror to the bomb shop. And this isn't his path to his bomb shop either. Not sure if it's a case of KillerApp hasn't seen the entrance or a case of he forgot where his entrance is.
I would say he forgot.
Probably, unfortunately.
So, but Death King tried again with the bomb jump. So he's definitely not happy about his play. So,
no, he is not.
Yeah, he's very sad. This case, the jump worked. So I have to put the other torches on to go through the door outside the logic.
Yep.
So he has no idea where the fire rod is.
No, we know that KillerApp near last location, the mirror in the front of Skull Woods, which led to Fire Rod and Hera. At least KillerApp is going in the right direction. It isn't Dark World Witch's Hut, but it is Light World Witch's Hut for KillerApp's bomb shop.
KillerApp almost.
Oh, KillerApp! Mirror! KillerApp!
Nope.
Oh no. KillerApp is either misplaced or I can't remember honestly what happened to KillerApp at the bomb shop. Whatever it is, he's not finding it.
Yeah. So he don't know anymore where the bomb shop is, and talked to himself and said, nope, I do something other things till I remember where it is or not. So let the bomb shop to be bomb shop and do other stuff who can be more important. So, Death King, your second crystal. And what now?
Bill really needs to return to the front of Skullwoods for that mirror, because the mirror unlocks a fire rod, which seems to be unlocking some things. A couple, though. That book that Death King found is still out of logic. Oh, Dark Lumberjack. I don't think we ever saw this. Oh, that's not helpful. There's no Dark Lumberjack. This is a curiosity shop. I got lost again. Death King checking some more entrances as well. That is dead. And that's dead for KillerApp.
So, Death King is checking catfish.
We know this is junk. KillerApp checked this a while ago.
Yeah. And I have to say, oops, da war es auch nicht.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, his group name. So you see there, right? He needs this progression, and he have no idea where it is. So he skipped it in Skullwoods, and
Both skipped it in Skullwoods.
And he doesn't go back. It's so terrible. So, KillerApp still looking for the bomb shop?
Yep, he's still looking for his bomb. This scene is draining just watching. Haha, yeah, so call. At this point, they're just both going in circles a bit.
So,
we're back to what's their next play, because they still can't do dungeons, mostly, other than pendant thieves is their main option. Death King is going to get some Aria here finally, but that doesn't do a whole lot of anything for him in logic beyond give him pendant Vitreous. Which is not something he really wants to do. Oh, hey, KillerApp is going to do, Smiths. This is a pain in the rear because the Smiths are down by the purple chest dude today, so Smith chains an extra paint. And for those who don't know, Team Oops' name in English is Oops. That wasn't there either. You probably pronounce it better than I would. My German is not very good.
Yep, but it's right.
Hey, K45. Has blind set. Paramount decks. Hello. We have 0-7 standard defeat Ganon. Is our goal today. Blue Mill. Okay, this is normal item pool. And the flute.
Oh, that's pretty nice. The Maya area is open.
Yes, it is. That's pod access.
Maybe there's a bow in there.
Oro, we've seen the Ganon hole. It's not open, and yeah, it's vanilla, so it doesn't make a difference anyway. Okay, never opening entrance even fast cannon. Ah, okay. Wasn't sure. Right. So yeah, we don't know for sure, but it's basically defeat Ganon for all intents and purposes. Fast Ganon or not, there's no real difference. Alright, Smiths for KillerApp. Probably not happy about the fact that the purple chest guy is right here. And there's Ether!
Yeah.
Death King doing magic bat now. Having found the powder out of, no, this is actually a fake powder. Just the Hurricaneer, though. And we'll see where KillerApp goes, because they're both still really low on things to do. The flute, though, does... KillerApp probably wants to activate the flute and check out the Meyer area. There's not a lot else to do. I think KillerApp should know that his pod is in, Meyer today, if he's been keeping track of his entrances correctly.
Ooh, Death King. Remember that there's something open in Skullwoods?
Yes, he does. Maybe? Yes, he does. Alright, phew. Death King, please find her mirror. You need this.
Finally, he finds his way back in Skullwoods, so he will happy to find the mirror, maybe. And then hopefully he's going to Hera.
Have much else to do in or out of logic at this moment. Without a fire rod, without a mirror, he really can't do much of anything. There's a mirror, speaking of. And KillerApp is, having picked up the flute, is going to, this does feel quite bad, make a second trip over here to get the purple chest. Ice Rod for Death King, purple chest being right next to the Smith's location being right next to the guy you turned the purple chest into is just kind of mean today, unfortunately.
A fast check with the flute.
Yeah.
So,
right.
but
Bloomerang.
the boomerang.
And
so
Meyer
now.
area. This will be a couple of entrances. This will be the Meyer shed. This will be the checkerboard entrance. I think Dark Agina's an entrance as well, and then it's gonna be Pod.
And no pod, cause we need the Quake medallion to open it.
Oh, fun! We need Quake wherever that is, so never mind Pod, they can't get you. This is, however, our access to our other access, our logical access, in fact, to whatever dungeon's here.
Vanilla Desert or Turtle Rock?
Nope.
Ooh, Turtle Rock.
Oh, that's a bit of a rough one. They'll need Quake for. Well, they need Quake anyway, but they'll need Quake for their desert access too, potential. With desert being in Turtle Rock, as we just confirmed.
So a question. The entrance behind, is it the same entrance behind in Turtle Rock? So is there the laser bridge?
That laser bridge will also be in the Meyer area. Like, Desert and Hera are just completely swamped. Dark Agina was more useless. Nothing. 10 arrows on the Ether tablet. And the 50 Rupee Cave and Checkerboard Cave entrance. Meyer area not paying out. At all for KillerApp. But no, this, the desert, so the front entrance of desert is gonna be the front entrance of TR. Left entrance will be, as we saw, was the left entrance of TR, and the right entrance should be Laser Bridge then, because here's the boss key, big chest.
Okay.
Because in simple entrance rando, the 4 entrance dungeons, Hyrule Castle, Desert, and Turtle Rock, are all just switched with each other. But because this was standard start, Hyrule Castle was vanilla, so Desert and here are the only 2 that could have been shuffled out of the 3, and as it turns out, they got switched with each other today. KillerApp is going to go for the lava chest while he's here. Fire Rod for Death King. And a bow in the lava chest of TR. That's a terrible spot. You could also move to the front entrance, right? That gives them the ability to finish Eastern, but Armos Knights is either the map or the compass today, so that's not of much use. Continue looking for progression, I suppose.
So we need the Quake Medallion and the flippers for Go mode.
Yes, indeed. Potentially the boots as well, depending on where the Desert Big Key is.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, flippers and Quake from Go mode.
So, the next 2 chests for KillerApp. Ah, he missed the torch.
Get it here still, yep.
Map. And nothing.
Yeah.
Need some magic.
And now the big chest will have to be a key if I'm counting correctly. Which it is, which I am. And time for the back. Or at least more of the back.
Yeah. The crystal roller room.
Is another key, not too surprised.
Some magic refill. And some
Bit of
hearts.
health.
Very helpful. So he has the cape. It is easier.
Yes, it is. This is also green pendant here, I forgot, which is probably one of the reasons why he's full clearing it, is he doesn't have a lot else to do, and there is green pendant to give an extra item, just another key on Laser Bridge. Whoopsies, don't do that. Don't do that.
Another jump in the hole.
Compass.
And a jump again.
Yeah.
So, and the last chest.
Well, he could knock down the hole every time.
So now he uses cape for the
And
flipper.
flippers! Laser bridge of green pendant TR, everyone.
And
I
he went
expect it.
out.
Yeah, that makes sense. I expect at this point he is going to start doing some dungeons, perhaps. Because he can do Easter, Todd, he could do Swan, and then he's just hunting for that. He's really just hunting for Quake. This
And
here
maybe the
is
boost.
this is his GT actually.
Yeah.
I forgot he hadn't seen this yet. He didn't know it was Podmeyer for sure, but this is actually his GT now. Can do it, all of it here actually, and probably will, since he knows that he will need to defeat Akut to be able to access.
So KillerApp just remembered he hasn't the key for the right side, so he have go first to the left side and then right side.
Yep. We saw this earlier from Death King. There was a bottle he already got. There's book and shovel and ice armos, and that's about it.
Maybe the Greg on the right side, so we don't know.
No, we did not.
And Greg could be above of GT, so he can clear GT completely, so he will find the big key behind the Amos Knights, wasn't it? Or in the random room?
I think it might have been random room big key today.
And so he could save a little bit time when he will do all GT completely clear. Or maybe he find another sword. Could be helpful.
So-called was in Blind's Hut, and Blind's Hut is in K45. Look behind that mirror. I really hope Death King stops at K45 while on his way to turning in the purple chest, because he needs that flute. And he is. Alright, this will be flute here. I think there was also something else in here that I can't remember. Might have been this week though. As Philip finds the book and his shovel. Going to skip Ritz at GT and head on up. Oh, we're also going to see the dig spot here for Death King, who, since he does have the shovel. And there's the Berna. Not super handy, but not the worst to find. King is going to turn in his flute now, activate his flute now, and then go turn in the purple chest. And this should be a minor area play for Death King. We'll see how far he decides to go in Pendant TR, because we know he needs his flippers off Laser Bridge. Or maybe not. He's gonna first check Spike Cave, and then we'll see where he goes. Hopefully he checks out Turtle Rock, because Laser Bridge is a bit of a pain, but you also really need to do it to seed for those flippers. Now this being a 7 Crystal Ganon seed.
So now, finally, the Maya play to get his flippers.
Well, we hope he gets his flippers. Yeah. Flippers and bow. Yeah, and the bow is the other one.
Very, very important. So the next few chests. Ooh, the third sword.
Ooh, that's a spot. Top of GT. Yes, their third sword is nasty. Good thing it's required Dagger, because that's a real. If it were fast getting that and Ganon weren't in vanilla, they would have been in that. Alright, Death King is going to be picking up his bow here. We'll see.
Yeah, he's not amused about to find the bow here.
No,
There's
chest of green pendant TR is not a great spot for a bow.
So would he cleared Turtle Rock or do it like KillerApp and after or he will go out after the laser bridge. So
We'll have to see.
So maybe Quake could be on a green pendant.
Mhm.
That would be very helpful for Death King. So he could save a lot of time.
Yes, it would. Alright, Aka 2 is down for Killer App. We'll see which dungeon he chooses to do next, because at this point it's probably mostly a dungeon rush mode for these runners. For Killer App at least, since he's just looking for Quake, and there's a good chance it's just in one of his remaining palaces. He has Eastern, he has Pod, and he has Swamp. All of which are available. No, Eastern and Swamps are to their current. Well, Eastern is done, but Swamp does have Vibe Item, so that is not a bad spot to look for Quake. Could also be right side GT, which both of them have abandoned. Well, Death King couldn't do it when he was in GT, and Killer App has decided to skip it. This is going to be a Swamp play here from Killer App. Swamp being in the GT entrance day. Yeah, I don't entirely understand why Killer App decided to skip the back of the right side of GT either. Kiki Klein, this is 07. This is Crystal Cannon as the short version, and they need a Aka 2 to get to it. Yeah, 02 standard defeat cannon. With simple entrance randomizer. And no sanity, interestingly.
Swamp Palace.
Makes sense. I presume Killer App just wants to do his current crystal, finish his current crystal dungeons, which are just really swamping Eastern right now, and he's seen all the items in Eastern, so he's just gonna clear this looking for his Quake and hoping it's here on the way. And thank you, SoCal, also for putting in the commands as we come up, getting closer to the 2-hour mark. Shoutouts to both of our runners. Killer App of Spaceballs, a rando team, and Death King 2 of Team Oops. As well as to my co-com Koval and to our tracker SoCal.
Oh. There it is, the flippers for Death King.
Indeed.
So. Would he go to Trinix?
Oh, boots! I think that's a compass chest of Swamp.
So, Death King decided to go to Trinix. That is an interesting decision.
It is an item, and also unlocks a second item on the green pendant. We have not seen the pedestal. We know it can't. No, hopefully it's not Quake. That is interesting. We'll see if this pays out, because Killer App will not be coming back. If this is required, Killer App will not be coming back here for a while.
Ooh, Death King, no hit please.
Tempered Sword making fairly quick work of Arcus's puffs. Hammer strats here on Trinex, and Arcus is down. Whoa, silvers! Nice!
Oh, that make it too easy. That's just a little bit boring.
And just a blue rupee on Trinex. Womp, womp, womp. For Death King. We'll see if Saha has anything. Saha being in the pod area today.
Please let it the Quake Medallion.
If it's a Quake on Saha, that's a really good for Death King, because Death King is currently a fair bit behind KillerApp.
So we have still no idea where the Quake Medallions could be. That's
we do not.
Terrible. That's terrible.
Well, we know it. We have seen both items. We have seen the items in Eastern. I think we've seen the items in Mire. We've seen all of Turtle Rock. Oh, Chess Game, which is not it. We cannot get into Pod. We cannot get into Eastern, but we have not seen Thieves Town. We have not seen the back of Thieves Town. They did much of the front. The boss key and the cape were in the first couple of chests, but we have not seen the rest of Thieves Town. We also have the well, which is unexplored. We have a couple entrances here and there, mostly boots locked left. Here's Sick Kid, which is just a heart piece. There are 3 other sets of Bong Procs, 1 by Kakariko and 2 by Link's House in the Light World and Dark World, all of which can be entrances. And there is also the Akka play, because Akka today locks 5 items in the well. And one of those could very well be Quake.
Yeah, can I go back to GT?
Right side GT now. It is 5 items, and it is 5 items this is one of the most check-dense locations he has left. We are starting to run low on places for Quake. It is the back of Thieves Town. We are still missing some entrances. I don't think we've actually seen Hype Cave, but that's out there somewhere. Probably boots blocked. And we actually never did see the Pyramid Fairy entrance, because KillerApp lost track of his bomb shop. And eventually gave up on trying to find it. Alright, right side GT has a heart piece, money, heart piece, and a single arrow.
So,
is skipping Tile Room, interestingly. I'm not sure why. I also do believe KillerApp skipped left side Swamp while I'm thinking about it, so that's an option. He never did Hobo come to, I don't think.
So, but we know what Hobo has.
Yes, we do, because Death King did this earlier. It was nothing.
Yeah, to skip Tile Room is brave. Is a brave decision. So it's just one chest, but maybe could the Quake in there.
Good. And KillerApp, not that's his bomb shop. That's bomb shop in the Witch's Hut. He's evidently just given up on it, but that's where his bomb shop is. Feels bad. His actual witch is in Blind's Hut. And just some money off the shroom.
Yep. KillerApp on his way to Aga.
Makes sense. This unlocks the well at the Lumberjack, which is 5 items and is the most checked-in location left in the game. As to the best of my count, unless a Thieves Town is close, but that's about the only other spot that has a lot of checks. And then there's just various one-off checks all over the map. Hype Cave still exists somewhere. That's the other really dense location, but we don't know where Hype Cave is. We haven't seen we are still missing a couple of bonk rocks. We haven't seen the Pyramid Fairy because KillerApp misplaced it, and Death King hasn't checked it. And that's almost it, really, for accessible locations that could have Quake.
So
King is doing left side swap.
Yep.
Fairly certain KillerApp skipped this earlier. We'll see if this pays out. Well, there's a big key.
And
bombs. Alright, so unless the big chest has something, this could have been completely skippable.
yeah, maybe. So now we can see what's in the big chest is. Maybe the last thing.
Nope. Left side swamp, not going to hurt KillerApp today.
Nope. Bad for that king.
Yes, it is. There is a very good chance that the well has Quake if we are just straight up running out of locations at the rate we're going. It's this, Thieves Town, and various one-off overworld checks, including some entrances we haven't seen, is what we have left. And that's not saying much. One-off locations do include Pedestal and Green Pendant as well, actually, while I'm noting that.
So Aga needs 6 hits to get down. And Death King with the Master Sword spins.
Yep, not having his Tempered Sword from the top of GT, unfortunately.
He didn't go back at this time. But he will get his Master Sword. Tempered Sword. Tempered Sword. So
I guess, chat, where do you think our Quake is? We have the well, which we're about to see. We have, let's see, we have Pedestal, we have the Green Pendant check, and then we have just couple random overworld spots left. So we have a couple bonk rocks missing for entrances. We have Hype Cave is the most notable entrance we're still missing. And we've probably just got some other odds and ends of overworld checks that I can't remember that are just missing for that Quake. That would be funny for Quake. If it's not...
Behind the red bomb. Yeah. That would be funny.
It would. It'd be funny if it was behind the red bomb.
But Kakariko, well, lots of money. Heart piece. Bombs.
Alright, one last check. Was Aga worth it? Nope! No! Oh boy, alright. Which one-off check somewhere out in the world is it for Quake? Or it could be Tile Room, because we did skip that. We have got random one-off checks. We've got Tile Room, we've got Ped, which I think a killer might be checking at this point, understandably. We've got Ped, we've got the Saha green pendant turn in, we've got Tile Room, and then we have a handful of just random overworld entrances left that we haven't seen.
Ooh, pet check.
Makes sense for Killer App at this point. Oh, we never saw Dark World Shopping Mall as well. Nope, that's a heart container. Ped is dead. Dark World Shopping Mall is also useless.
Yep. Completely useless.
Alright, back to let's think of one-off overworld checks. Killer App is skipping Bonk Rocks, by the way, so there's the most notable one that you see in non-entrance rando by Sanctuary, but there's also one north of Kakariko. I think it might be one of north of Village of Outcasts, and then there's two by Link's house in both the Light World and Dark World, and we haven't seen those. Killer App might not be remembering those Bonk Rocks exist. And Hype Cave could easily be in one of those Bonk Rock locations, or in the Pyramid Fairy entrance. Death King, in the meantime, returning to GT. We'll see if he chooses to do Tile Room.
I would say he will.
Oh, it isn't? Okay, Bonk Rock north of Cat isn't an entrance, it's 100% Bonk Rock. Okay. Bonk Rock, okay. I tend to lose track a bit, but there's at least one or two Bonk Rocks missing. I myself am not the most familiar with entrance rando. Yeah, Killer App needs to. Well, checking the bomb shop would be helpful. Thieves Town would be a good idea. Thieves Town is the most checked on location right now, other than Hype Cave, wherever Hype Cave is. And Hype Cave might not be available if it's in, say, the Mimic Cave entrance. They are getting there.
Red Melantire Room. One medallion.
One medallion, and we're running out of places for it to be.
I would say behind the red bomb.
I would love to say behind the red bomb, because that's probably one of Death King's best chances.
Hype Cave behind the red bomb.
Yeah.
That would be great for Death King. But maybe KillerApp will remember where the bomb shop is and
maybe, but KillerApp is currently choosing to go back to Trinex. Okay. I'm confused. Thieves Town, I'm fairly certain has more items left. Thieves Town has at least a couple. I'm not sure the exact amount. Green Pendant is 2 checks. It is 1 check on Trinex Pendant versus I think at least 3 in Thieves Town, but this is one of his most remaining somewhat not one-off checks, basically.
Yeah, I can imagine that he think he's something left behind. He's scared. Maybe his opponent do it and can find the Quake medallion earlier. So he takes this check first, and maybe then he is going back to Tease Town, maybe. Or He
Caves Town or
forgot.
digging up a hype cave is their two main item locations.
Yeah.
And even hype cave is a maybe, because it could be in Mimic Cave, which is not it.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. We are missing Bombo's tablet. No one's gone back there.
Ooh.
Trying to think of other one-off overworld locations we haven't seen.
So I think KillerApp will go to Sahasrara immediately to see
I
what's
expect
behind.
so.
What's behind the green pendant?
Absolutely, it very well could be the Quake Medallion. We're just on a hunt for the one item for Go Mode, and who knows where it is. It could literally be anywhere.
The powder of green pendant, and then you have to go to the magic bed to find out there's nothing.
Oh, that would be great, because Death King fake powdered earlier to find out that Magic Bat is junk.
I know. That's the funny thing.
Yeah. This is where chats benefit, Koval. I know you know what Magic Bat is. There are people who are in there might be people in chat who didn't see this. Oh! Saha has Quake!
Now we are in go mode. 2 hours and 6 minutes. Finally. So KillerApp has to run through Pot and
Hot Desert and Eastern.
And he can defeat the big blue pig.
Yes, indeed. Pod is just going to be, well, let's see where the boss key is, and then just head to Helmosaur as soon as possible. Desert could be fast. It's just a short dungeon, so it won't take too long. And then Eastern is just run to the back.
I hope Death King will remember he has the green pendant and go there.
King also needs to remember where his Saha's hut is, because as we've seen with KillerApp, trying to remember where your entrances are can be kind of hard. Yes, indeed, Akari, Quake is on the green pendant today. King actually killed Trinix well before KillerApp did. Death King chose to kill Trinix while KillerApp built after Laser Bridge. Unfortunately, Death King just didn't go turn in the green pendant. Saha being in a sort of obnoxious location. And that's coming back to bite.
So Death King, come on.
Bosky not being too nice in Pod today. It's gonna be in the back for KillerApp, it looks like.
Death King? Nope.
I think, not sure what he's trying to find. Maybe Spike Cave? That's by the Flute 5 spot in the Light World. Yeah. Well, I kind of thought he did it earlier, for that matter, so... Oh, now he's going for Saha. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's Go Mode as well.
So, there's the big key.
And that's Homosaur for KillerApp. Death King will be close behind. They have each completed the same dungeons. They have both done as much as they could in Eastern, and they obviously haven't been able to get into Desert or Pod. So at this point, KillerApp has about a 3 or so minute lead on Death King getting Quake. And it's going to come down to execution and maybe a little bit of routing in of remaining palaces at this point for who gets done first. Death King choosing to go for Pod first as well.
So that will so that will be a fast fight with Tempered Sword and Silvers.
King also is at Tempered Sword and Silvers. They have all the same equipment at this point.
Yeah.
Well, Death King has the Cane of Burna, but that does not make a difference. Death King has Burna, KillerApp has Cape, it doesn't either way. And that's also down for KillerApp. And that's his 4th crystal here at 2 hours and 11 minutes. Eastern today is in the Thieves Town entrance, and then Desert is in TR, so we'll see which one KillerApp does first. That looks to be a Eastern play first. Doesn't really matter which order you do them in, as long as you get them done.
So KillerApp can run through the dungeon. So he was there and has everything he needs to go immediately to Ammonites and kill them. Yeah, he was in there, KillerApp.
Yep, forgot that he already got the boss key. Or a big key, I forget his originality.
You can go the direct way, my friend.
And also, it should know that KillerApp did do Aga 1, so we'll save a little bit of an additional time. As So-Called points out, our tracker, that he can just stay put after Desert, whereas Death King has a little bit more work to get to Ganon's.
So Death King looks like a little bit confused. First upstairs, then back downstairs, and then the mirror. So, but now on his way to Hammersaw. So, KillerApp with his 6th crystal now directly to Turtle Rock entrance.
Yep.
Death King, please don't die. You are right behind.
Yeah. Couple minutes difference, but it's not impossible to make up if KillerApp makes some mistakes. A death to Ganon would change everything. Not super likely with 15 hearts, silvers, and tempered, but not impossible.
I know. Kill Ganon and fall down the bridge.
Or yes, falling off the bridge happens too.
So, KillerApp, as fast as you can.
Into desert, find that big key as fast as you can. Hope it's in one of these first two checks.
Yeah, maybe on the torch.
Oh, small key in the map chest.
Yeah.
And the torch is the Mickey! Nice!
Hey.
Now, KillerApp needs to make his way to the back. And they'll be taking on Lamos very shortly as Death King heads for Armor's Knights. Going to be approximately a desert palace apart between the two.
So, killing some worms. With Zeros, no problem.
Silver Arrow's making very quick work of Landmass, and this will be KillerApp's final bottle, okay, and final crystal at 2 hours 18.
That should be enough safety to defeat Ganon.
Yeah.
So it's easy for him, save and quit, start at the pyramid and can fall down to Ganon.
thankfully has a fairy from... I think probably found a fairy bottle at some point.
That's why he played risky.
Knew he had a fairy in reserve, so I could take a risk.
So 4 hits.
Nice double there, it looked like. 3 and 4! Nicely done! 2 doubles and Gannon's down for KillerApp.
So don't fall on the bridge. And
GG's! 220-39! KillerApp taking a win for Spaceballs, the rando team. And here is KillerApp for that matter. Hello, GG's.
Hello. Thank you, GG's.
hello, GG.
What a Quake location, jeez.
Yeah. It always seems one thing or another. You have to search everywhere for. It's never in an easy spot.
No, it was your last location for you. I was literally going down a mental list of what's even left.
Yeah. I just only had like a couple places.
Yeah, it was between the two of you, it was that. It was pretty much that, and like maybe if Hype Cave was available somewhere in one of the entrances you hadn't checked yet, I think.
Well, I had forgotten where the bomb shop was. I was trying to find that.
Oh yes, also that.
I'm
Witch's
just
Hut.
glad that didn't mess me up.
Yeah, it was Witch's Hut, by the way, is where your bomb shop wound up.
Okay. So, yeah. Go everywhere, try to find everything. Yeah.
Yeah. The other location left for main location for Quake was at Thieves Town because there were still a few items left in it.
Yeah, actually the front had 3 items, so the back only would add 1.
Okay, I wasn't sure how many because I lost track.
Did that last. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because I knew there was at least 1 in there just because you had to have the boss key in the front, but
yeah,
I wasn't sure how many others.
Whenever I play entrance, I always get root entrances in Skullwoods. So I didn't full clear it the first time because I knew you had to fall down a hole to get to the main area with the big chest.
Yeah.
And then it would spit you out on the back end, so you had nowhere else. You had to save and quit if you didn't have a fire rod or mirror or something. And of course, the mirror was was in that area.
Yeah, neither of you got your mirror on your first trip. You were first to mirror. Death King got it a while later after doing Fire Rod Les Macula with some amount of trouble with the bomb jumps.
Yeah.
It was a couple of about 3 minutes behind you getting Quake, and he finished off Armos Knights pretty much as he beat Ganon or so, is about the timing on it. No, but he finished off Armos Knights as you were on Ganon, and he just beat Desert on Restream. As you were crossing the bridge, he was, I think he was entering Desert at that point or something along those lines. Got into Pod as you left, as you were finishing up. Because Death King actually, was a few minutes behind you getting to Turtle Rock. I can't remember how much, maybe not a lot. And but he did decide to do Trinex on that trip.
Oh,
whereas you bailed after Laser Bridge. He just never turned his green pendant in.
Oh no. Yeah, I was thinking about it because there wasn't. What was it? The bow was there, but I was just playing a full clear. But then the flippers were on Laser Bridge. And I was like, oh, that opens up a lot. I'll just go ahead and leave and do flipper stuff because that opened up 2 dungeons.
Yeah, it did, but no such luck.
Oh well.
No, at least I was worried it might have been a Ped seed, because at some point, Ped and Green Pendant were 2 of the few locations left in the game for Quake.
I was debating either go for Ped or do Agawon, and of course, neither one turned out pretty wholesome.
Yeah, Bobo's tablet is one of the only outstanding checks left. I don't think we ever saw it.
Oh, I totally forgot about that too. I remember to do Ether when I did Swamp, but yeah.
Yeah, never saw.
I still had to check Shovel too.
Mm-hmm. Shovel was your Cane of Bird. Death King did check that. He did not do. I don't think he found the cape in the front of Thieves Town. I think he bailed even earlier than you did. Otherwise, though, you guys found almost everything. There's not much.
Yeah.
We're missing, I think, the powder, the bug net, the final sword, wherever that is, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm. Probably pot or something.
Yeah, you guys both pretty much last location, Quake. Death King never did do Aga. Mm-hmm. It feels bad when Well is the most checked out location left, and it's behind Aga.
Right. And it usually has something too. Every entrance I've seen to play has something,
right.
But
not today.
Not being Key Sanity, there was less of a chance.
Yeah, and GG's to Death King, 226.06. And hello, GG's.
GG.
GG's.
GG's.
That was a seed. Killer App last location, Quake even harder than you did.
Well, I did enough stupid things in the middle of a seat, so that's why I decided, okay, I have the green pendant. Just let him wait. You still have Swarm full in logic, you have some checks in GT left. Just do it. Of course, it does rather.
Yeah, that felt bad when we finally saw Killer App check it. He checked it about 3 minutes before you, 2 or 3 minutes.
Well, to be honest, in the middle of a seat, I didn't think I would be so close to finish after him. So I really thought of, after dipping Myra, dying inside, and later went back inside since I missed some progression. I thought, oh, well, could have been in there. Nope, of course not.
No, both of you wound up full clearing Myra, so I think Killer App did so in one trip.
Yeah, I did that early because we had a hook shot pretty early.
Yeah, oh yeah, so Death King missed Mirror for even longer than you did, Killer App. You guys also nearly last location Mirror in logic as well. There were at least 2 times where I was going down a mental list of what's even left in logic for progression, and the Mirror was the first one. Mirror leading to Vanilla Hera.
Yeah.
For fire on.
That was something. And I mean, of course, you can go to Skullwoods and even use a drop down, but if you don't get the mirror or something else, or can go back, you have to save and quit, and that's some kind of annoying if you want to do another check there.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
I said I didn't do it. I did it my first time either because I knew you had to drop down there, and I didn't want to do that right now.
Well, I mean, I was thinking about, okay, I'm near Skywood. Okay, I made the front. Maybe I do the drop down. Nah, that's stupid. Yeah. Of course.
Of course. Yeah, near last location, Mirror. You actually decided to do bomb fire around Lesmothula, which gave you some trouble there, Death King.
Yes. And what's funny, I also forgot where Bomb Shop was.
You got a little lost on Saha too. I noticed you checked one of the other entrances in the area first.
Yeah. It was about where that I thought, somewhere around here I did my map check, I guess. So I thought, before the map check, I checked bomb shop. Could be here. Maybe I did a mistake.
Yeah, your bomb shop, by the way, was in the witch's hut. Now, one of your teammates at Relentank here saying in chat, DK is responsible for all our losses. He gets benched now till playoffs. And also, at least he stayed true to the team name. Oops, da war er so nicht indeed.
I have no idea what I did to have such a bad season. I guess every race I played without piloting or co-op, I made so many mistakes. And so stupid ones. I don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, this seed was pretty nasty. KillerApp didn't have any better time of it than you did. KillerApp actually did more checks. So KillerApp wound up doing AGA. That was all junk.
Yeah, I was not happy.
No, who would?
I would have only done AGA if I wanted to check the goal. So I already thought, okay, yeah, go over Village of Outcasts, maybe do current jump or do something else. Then I found the hammer and thought, yeah, you could have checked the goal earlier.
Yeah.
Even without AGA.
You were first to check the goal, but the other thing with AGA too is that the well was behind AGA, and at some point that was the most checked dense location left, with 5 items.
Yeah, that's true.
It does not feel good. I've many times on comms I've ended up just going down a list of things. Okay, what's left for progression, for go mode, whatever it is, what's left? The answer wound up being not much. By the time KillerApp found Quake, I think we were down to that, Bobo's tablet, and maybe Hype Cave on one of the handful of entrances you guys hadn't checked yet. There was 1 or 2 bog frogs, Pyramid Fairy. That was about it. We saw everything else.
Well, it was a seed that sent you quite around the world, so...
Oh yeah, the settings were fine, it's just the seed itself was not fun.
I also was an idiot and forgot a small key to when I went to go Mothula the first time. I was like, oh no.
I think you guys both had some troubles and went back to the back of Skull Woods at least 3 times each.
Yeah.
It took several trips. He's the last location. Relentank Kira's opinion word for you, Death King, is trading!
What did you say? I couldn't understand you. Yeah, I did practice a little bit, well... Let's not talk about it.
Interesting seed, though. Interesting seed. He practiced a little.
I mean, this week I trained a little bit. I played some ladder, played against Ramond a little bit, so I did train, but not much.
Chat joking a bit. Yeah, so this match with Death King taking a loss for Team Oops and KillerApp taking a win for Spaceballs. Team Oops being Death King, Relentank here in chat, and their third team member being, as mentioned, Raymond, and then Ramon. And then KillerApp being on the team with Phantom Ryu and TJ Maelstrom. I know I saw Ryu in chat earlier. Not sure if Maelstrom showed up. So that leaves Team Oops at 21 points for the week, second in the division. There is Potentially, depending on. Currently tied with Suba Castlevania Lollipop Chain Reaction at 21 points. They still have a match left for the week, though. And Untitled 2 and then so either first or second for the week. And then they've got a couple, and then we have a couple other matches left in this division. Looks like next week Team Oops is facing off against Suba Castlevania Lollipop Chain Reaction, whereas Spaceballs is facing off against Nuclear Zoo. So good luck on those matches next week.
Thanks.
At least the good runners of our team are running.
Yeah, because Relina said he's benching you for the week for AD keys. Mystery is starting to wrap up now. We have a couple matches today, a couple matches tomorrow, and then it'll be AD key sale Dungeon Vanity next week. Later today, we have ambiguously canon content versus Beard Force 1, Brack Har and Dr. Bob-tastic at 8:10 p.m. on the May League channel. We have Team Moyai versus OK Game, Glad vs. Krellbell on League 2 tonight, and then tomorrow we have a number of different matches. We'll see how many get restreamed. There's like 10 of them tomorrow just for the Open League, and we have tonight for the Invitational League at 9:10 p.m. Eastern. We have T-Stew of the Double Disc Tours versus Willard J. Bradley of WJP DTB on Speed Gaming Main. And at 9:10, and also at 9:10 Eastern, we have Yutong Clan Solski versus Hazukitty of the Tile Roomies on Speed Gaming 2, if people want to check those out. And thank you also for putting up the schedule to our restreamer, Oro. Going to put a couple commands in chat. Any final thoughts?
No, just get this week behind us. Thank God. And,
Same here.
Good luck the rest of the way to your team, Death King. And thanks for the restream.
Yep,
Have a
thank
good
Good
you.
luck for you too.
Yeah, shout out to our two runners here, KillerApp of Spaceballs, the random team, and Death King of, I'm just not going to bother watching the pronunciation, Team Oops. Shout outs to my co-com Koval and to our tracker Solko, as well as our restreamer Oro today.